Time to earn your freedom.
Okay. Alright, fine.
Oh yeah. That was.
Alright, let's meet at orange.
What up, gang? Today we're gonna talk Gulag, specifically this season's Gulag Season 3. Every time the Gulag changes, people complain, but in reality, we're all in the same boat, so we just gotta adapt and figure out a strategy. Can't restate that enough. You have to have a game plan. Some of you have insane skills, movement, can just dominate on the fly, but the rest of us mortals need a plan. I'm gonna run you through mine today. You can pick and choose and adapt for your playstyle. No clickbait. I'm not gonna claim 100% win rate. I'm a solid player, done pretty good in this Gulag relative to what I usually do. And for this season, there just doesn't seem to be one specific dominant strategy, and I assume Raven likes it that way. It's probably the best. If you enjoy the content, please like and consider subscribing. We just hit 200 subs and are driving forth to 300, hopefully within the next season. Alright, let's get to the strat. Everyone's probably pretty familiar with the layout for this season by now. There's the box side and there's the car side. There's the kill house. On this side of the kill house, there's like a patio almost right here. So those are the main features, and I'll refer to box side, cart side. I think this layout definitely lends more to stealth play. It's pretty contained, it's pretty close together. If you're pretty aggressive, run around, you probably get heard. Not that you can't do it and make it work, but for me, I'm already not a super aggressive player, so I kind of like this kind of game of cat and mouse. The box side definitely feels like people like to hold this side more. The boxes are higher, more coverage. You can hold this window. People love to do that, and we're gonna go into that. So people seem to either hold and then slowly work up the tank on this side. On car side, it's a lot more exposed. People either push up to the second floor or into the house, or they push the tank. They don't tend to hold here and wait for people coming from the house. All right, so let's get into car side. So how this is gonna work, I'm just gonna play the clips in their entirety, and then we're gonna go in slow-mo in DaVinci, kind of analyze. Got this cat, got this cat.
Time to earn your freedom, soldier.
All right, so as you saw, my strategy on both sides is to push second floor of the kill house. I think you do have to have quick reflex. You do have to win your one-on-one, but it's the fastest kind of point of contact. And I think just having the height advantage is huge. You're also pretty quiet up there. So if people are aggressive on the ground, you can hear them, as we'll see in other clips. But just going through what I do at the start, you could fake, everyone knows, like, you can see the silhouette. So you can fake like you're going to the right. I just don't even bother. Like, I just look straight, because you need every millisecond to get up. So as you're running, you should be pre-aiming as you vault. So what does that mean? As I'm vaulting, you should not be looking over here. You need to get your reticle to be right on where they're coming up, right here. So that as they come up, and I think this side comes out faster than the other side. So if you're on this side and you're pre-aimed, you should win. And see, he's kind of there and running towards me, and boom, boom, he's dead. All right, next, same thing here. Coming up. My reticle is now controllable, and I'm pre-aimed on the guy. He is just coming up. Bang, 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 bang. He dead.
Time to earn your freedom.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sort them out or capture the objective.
Okay, I'm bought.
So in these clips, you can see what happens when someone else is not coming across from the second floor. So this guy pushing bottom, it's just too loud. Like I could hear him from a mile away. That was kind of an ill-advised shot. But he kept going through and clapped him. All right, in this clip, I'm up, holding, no one's there. Now, I will say that a possible counter to this is if you're on the other side to go ground floor. Because you can see here, I have no visual of the ground, especially if it's a scoped weapon. Maybe not for like pistols or shotguns, you have to scope as well. Any scoped weapon, you might catch someone ADSing at the top if you push the bottom. And I have had people push bottom, and I was like, oh crap, he's there or she's there. So that's a possible counter, especially if you don't feel confident about winning these one-on-ones up top, is to go bottom and kind of peek the second top floor person. All right, so he's there. I hear this guy running crazily, and he's dead.
Freedom, soldier.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a pretty cool.
Oh, I already have a
trade.
satchel.
You gave him a proper sword. Stand by for... or capture the objective.
What the?
In the beginning of the season, I would come top, and then I would jump across. And clearly this is not what you should do. I've exposed myself completely. But luckily, this guy's not very quick reacting, and I was able to kill him. But as the season went along, people started to camp the second floor from here, the boxes, and also tank. You can see this guy's already aimed here. Or even down here or here. You cannot, I would highly advise not jumping across, because people are just camping second floor on this side and pre-aiming second floor. I got him this time. Again, a poor jump. I do get a glance of this guy trying to get in position to peek this window, which she does, and I kill him. So it worked out that time. But okay, so this time they know I'm here, so they've already started a fire. So I kind of aggressively, because it's pistols, right? If it's a rifle, I'm probably dead. But since it's pistols, he tries to throw a throwable. Now, throwables pretty tough in this gulag, because you don't really know where the people are. You throw it, you kind of give your position away. So I think unless you're like confident of a location of a person and can push them, you can use your throwables. But honestly, I haven't used throwables that much in this gulag. So yeah, I got the drop. He wasn't ready. He dead. This one, I jumped across again. A better jump, but if someone was peeking here, I would be dead as well. But again, this is not rifles, right? You have to know your weapons. So it's a pistol, so it's okay. And okay, this guy's camping here, waiting for me, but I was able to use my height advantage, drop down on them, and kill them.
What?
Go sort this fucker out.
Something weird.
Yeah, it wasn't that
Dan,
weird.
give me honest.
Oh, I can see it. I can read.
Stand by for...
So what's my adjustment now? So for probably 2 weeks now, I don't jump across. I drop to the first floor and I kind of slow play. No one's really expecting anyone to come delayed from the ground floor. So I'm coming around, you gotta check forward. And so usually I'm checking right, because people camp here, right? They're looking across, they're looking here. So sometimes someone's here. They can be here, they can be around this corner. So I check here, I'm checking tank. Someone's on top of tank. And so I check the corners there. And this guy happens to be right here. But thankfully I'm, crouched and walking. And just quick reaction, you gotta win that. You gotta win that. Same thing here. I'm coming across, check right. Someone throws a rock at me. Check box. Here you gotta check box. Check other side of box. Okay, there he is. This is where they're usually gonna be, right? They're gonna have held this area for a while, waiting for you to come from house. They don't see anyone. They don't see anyone across. So then they think maybe they've pushed tank. They got to get across. They're kind of freaking out. And easy kill, especially with a rifle. With a pistol, shotgun, you're going to have to push up more to get closer. Same thing here. I am checking box. Check this everywhere. And again, there they are. Boom. Easy kill. Same thing. It's like a replay. Come across. This time they're holding the tank side here. And dead. So this one I've rotated completely. I haven't seen them. They weren't in this middle place. They weren't a tank. And I'm holding kind of the flag. I'm listening. See someone's push. Now in all these situations, yes, you are exposed to being flanked. It's just people are cautious with this gulag. No one's really sprinting. No one's like running around to get around you. But yeah, it's possible. You can get caught in the house. You can get caught at any point you're rotating slowly. You can get caught from behind. It has happened to me. But the reality is, you got to accept some risk. In a gulag, you're not going to have every angle covered. If something works 7 out of 10 times, that's pretty good. And you just got to accept that you might die sometimes, but stick to your guns, stick to your plan, and more often than not, it's going to work out. So yeah, I've rotated fully to the box. I'm kind of holding the flag, and I'm coming around, checking. I'm checking if they kind of double backed on me. And sure enough, they expose themselves. Boom, boom, down. And then sometimes if they're rushing because they're kind of freaking out about the flag, you can hold the flag. You can go cap the flag if you think, you know, there's time.
If you lose, you're done here. Sort them out or capture them. Yeah, you kicked the fight is over.
Oh no, you actually,
You're
yeah.
up, soldier.
Yeah, there's 3 up there.
You gave them a proper spin, but if you lose, you're done. Sort them out or capture the objective.
What?
You gave them a proper fight is over. Sort them out or capture the objective.
Oh
Go
god.
back shoulders. Finish the mission. Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, the fight is over.
All right, so moving on to the box side, same thing. You're gonna push up, and you gotta pre-aim. So now you can see I think the other side gets there a little quicker. So I like to kind of pop out and then move over to this cover, and then kind of pull back, pop back, and this guy dropped down, and I just, you know, tip with the akimbos you should fire at the same time. I think somewhere that was the most effective. So that you should press at the same time. Don't alternate pressing. So he's dead. And this time, pistol, jump up. Again, pre-aiming as much as you can. This guy's already this far out, and you know, I just win. He just wasn't ready. This one, same thing. See, I'm kind of angled already. I'm already angled. Get up. They're getting up as well, and you just gotta win out. Kind of play with this cover, but I just beam the guy. Same thing. Again, pre-aiming. Boom. I go to the cover, right? Because he's gotten some shots on me, and I use that cover. I mean, smart people will keep firing through the wall, but sometimes you get people that will give up because they're like, oh, I can't shoot through that wall. And I kind of give a dip. I dip in and then dip out, and then he's dead. One more time. Stoner. This one I wall bang. Remember, these are wooden walls. You should shoot through the walls. Do not hesitate. And then this one, pistols. Yep. Just push, be aggressive. He's dead.
Got a proper sorting. We're sending them home.
Okay, so this one, I'm up. No one's there. So what do? They're not across. You check bottom. You gotta check here. People like to counter by running to here and peeking and because they know that people are pushing up here. So I quickly check. Nothing there. And this for whatever reason, this guy delayed. He delayed coming through the front, but I'm higher. I can hear him. I'm not making sound. He doesn't know where I am. He dead. Easy.
Time to earn your freedom, soldier. Going back to the front line. Burned it.
This time, I push up. No one's there. This was early on, so I don't think I checked here as vigorously, but you have to check. I do check it. No one's there. This guy pushed tank, and he's popped it out here and exposed, and he's dead. Alright, and finally, in this situation, they know I actually knew I was here. He's already thrown a grenade. I think maybe even the spotlight grenade. So he knows I'm here. He's already thrown his semtex, and I'm kind of trapped up here. I could drop down and try to fight on the ground, but I just hold top because you just have great vantage of everything. You can see the whole bottom tank. You don't expect people to kind of come up from this side, so you can ignore the right. And this person just kind of peeks and isn't fast enough to kill me, and they're dead. All right, so that's it. That's the analysis of this gulag. Hope you guys learned something again. I think it's a very stealth gulag. I know that might not be your preferential style. I know COD, a lot of aggressive players, but we gotta play with the hand we're dealt, kind of adapt. Hope it was helpful. Let me know your thoughts, your strats in the comments below. Again, what works for me may not work for you. Pick and choose what you want to add to your strategy. But the take home is go in with a game plan. Can't expect to just go in and wing it unless you're a pro player. But for the rest of us, have a game plan, know your progressions, adapt. If people you feel like people are like adapting to what you're doing, you got to change it up. Hope it was helpful again. Catch you guys on the next one.